Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Your host of Raven here, back with some more Path of Exile action. This time, change of pace. I'm playing on one of my subs. I really like her playstyle. At first, when I first made her character, I thought, oh, this is going to be just the same as my main, spellcaster or whatever. They're both range. They both use, they stay at range most of the time for their attacks, whatever. But no, it's not like that. It's different some kind of way, and you just have to play it to experience it, roll a new character and you can see the difference. And that's why I like Path of Exile. There's so much detail that just simple changes can mean a lot of difference. Anyway, I was playing on her, trying to level her up so I could get her to level 60 so I could equip a unique chest armor that I found for her while playing on my main. The problem is they came out with the p.o.e update while I was taking a hiatus from the game. That update, if you haven't gotten to a certain point, I forgot what the criteria was, but if you haven't gotten to a certain point with a character, they had to go through the story content and they couldn't use the, I think this, like they changed it to where you had to be level 90 or something to be able to use the, the map device in your hideout, or to get to the, because you can't get to it in a story. It's locked. You have to go through the story content to get to the map device, and because of that, I can't level her up fast because the enemies here are weak because they're the story enemies, and I'm used to doing some low tier maps with her. Anyway, by going through the story content, I got to this area, which was a refreshing reminder because I blew through this part with my main, not paying attention to the story. So with her, it's a slower pace. I have to be more careful because she's more fragile, and that allowed me to see more of the story, understand why I'm here instead of just running through obliterating monsters as quickly as possible. So I would breeze through the story content. Anyway, came up on a boss who actually is one of the new bosses that came with the p.o.e content, and he's one of the powerful ones. And my main was so powerful at the time that you just mop the floor with the guy. You can't even remember the fight. I don't even remember fighting this guy ever. I don't think so. And I don't know if it's because maybe I didn't do this part, because when you can skip a lot of parts or whatever if you already have a powerful character. Once again, I forgot the criteria. But anyway, or either I just mowed him down really fast, which is probably the case, and just didn't even remember the fight. So with her, I was caught totally off guard by surprise, at least because I didn't remember that fight at all if I ever encountered it. And he's really powerful, and she's not the most tankiest. She can't take a lot of damage. I got caught by one of the boss's most powerful attacks. I died, and I'm like, okay, look, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna beat this dude because now I know what's coming. I can, I'm prepared. I'm not gonna just step into a room blindly, and be like, oh crap, one of the harder bosses in the game if you're, for lower level characters. So this time I said, you know what, I'm gonna put my experience on YouTube, and I bust out the camcorder software, and boom, here we are. So anyway, I didn't want to talk through the whole video because there's a lot of action, especially when the boss fight is very hectic. Sometimes, her being ranged, she just can't take the damage like my main character. He can be in their face for a little bit. It's easier to keep the boss on screen, but with her, it's like, no, I have to keep my distance. So sometimes the guy might be off screen, but trust me, wherever you see them arrows are heading, that's where he's over there. Trust me, and you don't want to be over there. So anyway, it's an awesome boss fight. I really had a good time. Grateful for the change of pace by playing with her again. It's good to pick up one of your subs every now and then. Some people are really good with playing with their subs. I have one friend, she just has a sub of every class in the whole game, and it's not like they're all like, kind of bummy or scummy. Like, no, they're all like top-notch, top-tier guys. And me, wow, that's so much time, there's so much effort. For me, it's astounding and overwhelming, but, it's laudable, and it's one of the things I admire about my friend. So anyway, this game, I'm not as good as her with subs on any game, so sometimes it's hard for me to show love to the subs. And but this, it just gave, the excitement of a new boss fight, stepping into that surprise that, was, was really a shot in the arm. And just, playing as her in general is just really fun. I like I like the way she plays. So anyway, not gonna talk through the whole thing. I appreciate y'all watching. Boss fight, I think, is like maybe 2 minutes from the end. I think maybe a minute from now. If you want to skip ahead, you don't have the patience. I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you for watching and have a great day.
The world must be cleansed of impurity. Innocence. You, and only you, I shall save. I am Sin, the Forgotten One.
Would that humanity could forget all of my kind. Perhaps with your help, that might still come to pass. For now, the blinding light has been dimmed, and darkness floods in to fill the void. The desperate and depraved set a feast for their lord incumbent, Kitava, the Ravenous One. Should Kitava accept their invitation, there is but one thin sliver of hope for us all. My brother's sign of purity. Look to it in the choking passages of Templar reverence. It shall be your torch when night falls at last.